There's a place where ancient trees whisper to the stars. Waves crash like symphonies against sunlit cliffs. And cities glow with stories older than their skyline. Welcome to California, a land not built, but imagined. This isn't just a state. It's a dream stretching 900 miles from redwood cathedrals in the north to desert oases in the south. A place where every turn of the road leads to a new kind of magic. Imagine standing beneath a 3,000-year-old redwood, so tall it disappears into the clouds, while golden rays filter through its canopy like stained glass. Now drift along the Pacific Coast Highway, where the road curves above cliffs that plunge into aquamarine seas. Look to your right. Seals bask on rocky shores. To your left, wildflowers blanket rolling hills. The air smells like salt, eucalyptus, and the thrill of possibility. In the heart of the Sierra, granite giants like El Capitan rise from the earth with godlike grace. Down south, palm trees sway over pink deserts in Palm Springs, while fog rolls silently through the Golden Gate like a secret trying not to be heard. Even the cities sparkle. Los Angeles pulses with ambition. San Francisco hums with stories, and Sausalito floats like a watercolor painting. These are California's wonders, not just places, but feelings. Big Sur. Big Sur is a stretch of raw, rugged beauty along California's central coast, running about 90 miles between Carmel and San Simeon. Jagged cliffs tower above crashing waves, with Highway 1 carved dramatically into the mountainside. Every mile feels like a cinematic masterpiece. Bixby Creek Bridge stands as one of the most iconic landmarks, arching gracefully over a steep canyon. Completed in 1932, it's one of the tallest single-span concrete bridges in the world. Big Sur's name comes from early Spanish settlers who called it El País Grande del Sur, meaning the big country of the south. Isolated by mountains and sea, it remained a frontier long after California's coastal towns grew. Writers and artists have been drawn here for decades. Henry Miller made it his refuge in the 1940s, while Jack Kerouac captured its lonely magic in his novel Big Sur. Creativity pulses through the redwoods and crashing surf. Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park is home to McWay Falls, a rare 80-foot waterfall that drops directly onto a beach. It's one of only a few tide falls in the world, set against turquoise ocean views and forested cliffs. Big Sur blends redwood forests, ocean vistas, and winding roads into a landscape that feels ancient and untamed. Every turn reveals something wild, remote, and deeply Californian. Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe straddles the border between California and Nevada, nestled high in the Sierra Nevada mountains at over 6,200 feet elevation. It's the largest alpine lake in North America and one of the clearest anywhere on Earth. Formed over 2 million years ago by tectonic activity, the lake is a geological marvel. Its stunning blue color comes from its depth, over 1,600 feet, and purity, with visibility exceeding 70 feet on a clear day. The lake is surrounded by 72 miles of shoreline, ranging from sandy beaches to dramatic granite cliffs. Emerald Bay on the southwest corner is a postcard-perfect cove featuring Venice Island and the iconic Vikings' home castle. In winter, Lake Tahoe transforms into a snowy playground. With over a dozen ski resorts, including Heavenly, Squaw Valley, and North Star, it's a magnet for skiers and snowboarders from around the world. Summer draws hikers, kayakers, and mountain bikers. Trails like the Tahoe Rim Trail circle the lake, offering panoramic views of the water and snow-capped peaks. The water temperature remains refreshingly cool even in July. Lake Tahoe's natural beauty, alpine air, and outdoor lifestyle make it a year-round destination. It's both peaceful and adventurous, a place where nature feels pristine and endlessly photogenic. Malibu. Malibu is where California's coastline becomes glamorous. Stretching 27 miles along the Pacific, it's home to beachfront mansions, world-famous surf breaks, scenic canyons, and the kind of sunsets that belong on a movie poster. The name Malibu comes from the Chumash word humaliwo, meaning the surf sounds loudly. Native people lived here for thousands of years before Spanish missions arrived in the late 1700s, altering the region forever. Today, Malibu is a blend of laid-back surf town and celebrity enclave. Stars live in oceanfront estates along Carbon Beach, nicknamed Billionaire's Beach. But beyond the glitz, nature still steals the spotlight. Zuma Beach offers wide, sandy stretches perfect for sunbathing or volleyball. El Matador State Beach hides sea caves, rocky arches, and tide pools that feel like a secret escape from the city. Inland, the Santa Monica Mountains cut through Malibu with rugged trails, wildflowers, and panoramic ocean views. The hike to Sandstone Peak, the highest in the range, rewards with sweeping vistas. Malibu mixes coastal wilderness with upscale charm. It's as much about yoga on the beach as it is about surfboards and sunrises. Napa Valley. Napa Valley is California's wine country paradise, stretching 30 miles through rolling hills, vineyard-covered slopes, and charming towns. It's the state's most famous wine region, home to over 400 wineries producing world-class vintages. The first commercial vineyard was planted in the 1850s, but Napa's global fame took off after the 1976 Judgment of Paris, where its wines beat top French labels in a blind taste test. Each season paints Napa in a different light. Spring brings mustard flowers blooming between vines. Autumn turns the valley gold and crimson as harvest fills the air with the scent of crushed grapes. Beyond wine, Napa offers hot air balloon rides, Michelin-starred restaurants, art galleries, and geothermal spas. Calistoga's mud baths, and St. Helena's boutique shopping make every visit feel indulgent. The wine train runs through the valley, offering gourmet meals with vineyard views. Tasting rooms range from grand castles to cozy family-run cellars pouring Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, and Merlot. Napa Valley is a feast for the senses. The landscape is graceful, the air fragrant, and every glass of wine tells a story of soil, sun, and passion. It's a destination where luxury meets nature. El Capitan. El Capitan is a towering granite monolith that rises 3,000 feet vertically from Yosemite Valley. It's one of the most iconic landmarks in Yosemite National Park and the ultimate test of big wall climbing. Formed from a single chunk of granite over 100 million years ago, El Capitan was shaped by glaciers that carved Yosemite Valley. Today, it stands as one of the most photographed rock formations in the world. Climbers have been drawn to El Capitan since the 1950s. The first ascent took 47 days, using ropes and pitons. Now, elite climbers scale it in hours, or even without ropes, as seen in Free Solo. From the valley floor, El Capitan commands attention. Its sheer face glows golden during sunset. Visitors can spot climbers clinging to the rock or camping overnight on suspended hammocks called portaledges. El Capitan Meadow below offers some of the best viewing. Binoculars reveal tiny climbers crawling up impossibly steep stone faces. It's a mix of awe, danger, and triumph. El Capitan isn't just for climbers. It's for dreamers, hikers, and photographers who want to witness nature's scale. It's a monument of stone that rises with silent power above one of Earth's most beautiful valleys. Catalina Island. Just 22 miles off the coast of Los Angeles lies Catalina Island, a Mediterranean-style escape with turquoise coves, rugged hills, and a charming harbor town called Avalon. It's California's favorite island getaway. Catalina was originally inhabited by the Tongva people for thousands of years. In the early 20th century, it was purchased by chewing gum magnate William Wrigley Jr., who helped develop its infrastructure and preserve its nature. Avalon greets visitors with pastel-colored buildings, palm-lined beaches, and the famous Catalina Casino. Not a gambling spot, but a 1930s ballroom and theater that once hosted Hollywood's elite. The island is a haven for adventure. Zip lines soar over canyons, glass-bottom boats explore marine life, and divers flock to Lover's Cove to swim with Garibaldi fish and colorful reefs. Hiking trails stretch across the interior hills, where bison still roam, descendants of a movie set Herd brought in the 1920s. The Trans-Catalina Trail offers panoramic ocean views and secluded campgrounds. Catalina's clear waters, relaxed pace, and retro coastal vibe make it a timeless escape. It feels a world away from Los Angeles, yet close enough to visit in just over an hour by ferry. Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara is known as the American Riviera for good reason. With its red tile roofs, Spanish colonial architecture, and sweeping views of the Pacific, it feels both luxurious and naturally beautiful. Founded in 1786, the Santa Barbara Mission still stands today as one of California's best-preserved historic missions. Its bell towers, gardens, and stone aqueducts tell the story of Spanish colonization and coastal settlement. The city is backed by the Santa Ynez Mountains, creating a stunning contrast between sea and peaks. On a clear day, you can see all the way to the Channel Islands from shoreline bluffs. State Street is the cultural and commercial heart, lined with cafes, boutiques, and art galleries. It's where Mediterranean lifestyle meets California cool, all under swaying palm trees. Outdoor lovers kayak through kelp forests, hike the Seven Falls Trail, or stroll along East Beach. The climate is mild year-round, with sunshine over 300 days annually, and temperatures hovering in the 70s. Santa Barbara blends old-world charm and modern luxury in one elegant coastal package. Its historic beauty, natural surroundings, and relaxing pace make it one of California's most beloved seaside cities. Bodega Bay. Bodega Bay is a peaceful coastal village tucked along Sonoma County's rugged shoreline. Known for its fog-kissed mornings, dramatic headlands, and quiet beaches, this fishing town captures California's wild northern charm with cinematic flair. It gained fame as the eerie filming location of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds in 1963. Visitors still recognize the church and schoolhouse from the movie in the nearby town of Bodega, just inland. Fisherman's Cove offers fresh Dungeness crab, and whale watchers line the cliffs each winter to spot migrating gray whales. The bay's calm waters make it ideal for kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. Bodega Head is a wind-swept bluff trail with panoramic views of the Pacific. Wildflowers bloom in spring, and seals can be spotted lounging on offshore rocks as pelicans swoop overhead. Nearby Doran Beach provides a long stretch of sandy shoreline for camping and kite flying. The dunes and tidal flats are rich with bird life, making it a haven for photographers and nature lovers. Bodega Bay feels like a coastal time capsule, quiet, scenic, and full of character. With salty air, seafood shacks, and unspoiled views, it's a place where the ocean speaks louder than traffic. Mterrey Bay. Mterrey Bay is a jewel of California's central coast, where marine life thrives beneath teal waves and history lives on cobblestone streets. The town of Monterey itself was once California's capital under Spanish and Mexican rule. The bay hosts the world-famous Mterrey Bay Aquarium, built on the historic Cannery Row, once the center of sardine canning, now home to shops and restaurants. The aquarium's kelp forest exhibit draws millions each year. Marine life flourishes in the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Sea otters float in kelp beds, humpback whales breach offshore, and dolphins leap in pods alongside kayakers. It's an aquatic wonderland. Just south lies the 17-mile drive, a scenic route linking Mterrey with Carmel. Cypress trees cling to coastal cliffs, and the lone cypress, one of California's most photographed trees, stands proudly above the surf. Fisherman's Wharf offers clam chowder, harbor views, and fishing charters. Scuba divers explore kelp forests at Breakwater Cove, and paragliders catch sea breezes off nearby cliffs in Marina. Mterrey Bay blends natural beauty, ocean ecology, and rich history into one unforgettable coastal experience. Every wave brings wildlife, every breeze brings history, and every visit offers something new to explore. Mure Woods National Monument. Just 12 miles north of San Francisco lies Mure Woods, a sanctuary of ancient coast redwoods rising silently above mossy trails. These towering trees, some over 1,200 years old, reach heights of 250 feet or more. Named after naturalist John Muir, the park was declared a national monument in 1908 by President Theodore Roosevelt, preserving one of the last remaining redwood forests in the Bay Area. A walk through Mure Woods feels like stepping into a prehistoric world. Ferns carpet the forest floor, and Redwood Creek runs quietly beneath cathedral-like groves. The air smells of damp earth and pine. The main trail is an easy boardwalk loop, accessible for all ages. For more solitude, the Bootjack and Ben Jonson trails climb through dense forest into Mount Tamalpais State Park. Mure Woods is also a refuge for wildlife. Banana slugs, deer, woodpeckers, and owls call this cool, shaded world home. Fog often filters through the trees, adding mystery to every path. This grove is more than a tourist stop. It's a sacred space. With every quiet step, visitors feel the timeless weight of nature's beauty preserved just minutes from one of America's busiest cities, Sausalito. Sausalito is a coastal gem just across the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco. With colorful hillside homes, floating houseboat communities, and waterfront cafes, it blends small-town charm with breathtaking bay views. Originally a shipbuilding hub during World War II, Sausalito transitioned into a haven for artists, writers, and free spirits. Its vibrant cultural legacy still lives on in galleries, murals, and boutique shops. The ferry ride from San Francisco is a scenic adventure, passing Alcatraz and Angel Island. As you dock, sailboats bob gently, and seagulls glide over the marina under sun-drenched skies. Bridgeway Promenade is the heart of town, perfect for people-watching, gelato, and sunset dining. Italian-style architecture lines the streets, giving Sausalito a distinct Mediterranean feel. The floating home community along Richardson Bay is one of California's quirkiest neighborhoods. Around 400 houseboats, each unique, float peacefully in the marina. Some art projects, others architectural wonders. With sweeping views of the San Francisco skyline and Mount Tamalpais looming in the background, Sausalito feels both cosmopolitan and serene. It's a postcard-perfect retreat that surprises with every turn. Yosemite National Park. Yosemite National Park is California's crown jewel. 1,200 square miles of granite cliffs, ancient forests, alpine lakes, and roaring waterfalls. It was the first land ever set aside by the U.S. government for preservation in 1864. Yosemite Valley is the park's centerpiece, carved by glaciers and framed by iconic cliffs like Half Dome and El Capitan. Waterfalls like Bridal Veil Fall and Yosemite Falls crash down from thousands of feet above. The park is a biodiversity wonderland. Black bears, mule deer, and bobcats roam among sequoia groves. Over 400 species of vertebrates live within its vast wilderness zones and forested ridges. Tunnel View offers one of the world's most famous vistas. El Capitan on the left, Bridal Veil Fall on the right, and Half Dome centered in the distance. It's a must-see for photographers and dreamers alike. Hiking trails range from gentle loops to the challenging ascent of Half Dome. The Mist Trail leads to Vernal and Nevada Falls, while Glacier Point overlooks the valley from 7,200 feet above. Yosemite isn't just a park. It's a living cathedral of stone, sky, and water. Every corner invites awe, and every visit leaves you changed by its scale and serenity. Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is more than a marvel of engineering. It's a global symbol of California. Spanning 1.7 miles across the Golden Gate Strait, it connects San Francisco with Marin County in breathtaking style. Opened in 1937, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time. Its iconic international orange color was chosen to enhance visibility in San Francisco's thick coastal fog. The bridge towers rise 746 feet above the bay, and its twin cables hold over 80,000 miles of wire. Each day, about 112,000 vehicles cross this masterpiece of design and functionality. Walkways on either side let pedestrians and cyclists enjoy sweeping views of the bay, Alcatraz, Angel Island, and the distant hills of the East Bay. It's a photographer's dream in any weather. At sunrise, it glows in soft light. By sunset, it stands silhouetted against gold and purple skies. The fog often wraps around its towers, creating scenes that feel surreal and cinematic. Seen from Battery Spencer or Crissy Field, the Golden Gate Bridge remains California's most recognized landmark. It's a structure that blends power and beauty, welcoming millions to the wonders beyond. Griffith Observatory. Perched atop Mount Hollywood, Griffith Observatory offers sweeping views of Los Angeles, the Pacific Ocean, and the stars above. Built in 1935, it's both a science museum and one of California's most iconic landmarks. The observatory was a gift from philanthropist Griffith J. Griffith, who believed astronomy should be accessible to all. It was built during the Great Depression as a public works project employing thousands of workers. Inside, visitors can explore exhibits on space, light, gravity, and planetary motion. The Foucault pendulum, Tesla coil, and Zeiss refracting telescope are long-time favorites, especially for science-loving kids and curious adults. The building itself is an Art Deco masterpiece, topped with copper domes and set against the Hollywood Hills. It's also featured in dozens of films, from Rebel Without a Cause to La La Land. Outside, the lawn and terraces offer unmatched views of Los Angeles. On clear nights, telescopes are set up for public stargazing, drawing crowds under the Southern California sky. Griffith Observatory combines education, entertainment, and incredible scenery. It's a gateway to both outer space and the city's sparkling lights below, making it a beloved experience for locals and travelers alike. Pacific Coast Highway. California's Pacific Coast Highway, also called Highway 1, is one of the most scenic drives in the world. It hugs the edge of the continent, weaving past cliffs, beaches, forests, and charming seaside towns. Construction began in the 1930s, turning rugged terrain into a paved dream. Today, it stretches more than 650 miles from Dana Point in Orange County to Leggett in Mendocino County. The most famous stretch is between Monterey and San Luis Obispo, especially Big Sur. Here, waves crash against rocks. Redwoods line the cliffs, and every curve opens to breathtaking ocean views. Landmarks along the way include Bixby Creek Bridge, Hearst Castle, and countless state parks. Wildflowers bloom in spring. Gray whales pass in winter, and surfers catch waves year-round. Roadside diners, beach shacks, and luxury resorts provide breaks for rest and oceanfront meals. It's a journey best taken slow, with time to stop at every pullout and trailhead. Driving the Pacific Coast Highway isn't just travel. It's a California ritual. With windows down and ocean breeze in your hair, it's a ride where every mile brings a new view and a deeper sense of wonder. Santa Monica. Santa Monica is the classic Southern California beach city. Bright, breezy, and always buzzing. With its famous pier, palm-lined streets, and golden sands, it's where sunshine and city life meet in perfect balance. The Santa Monica Pier, built in 1909, features a solar-powered Ferris wheel, arcades, and an old-fashioned amusement park. It's the endpoint of the legendary Route 66 and a must-see for visitors. The beach stretches 3 miles, ideal for volleyball, surfing, and sunbathing. The Marvin Broad Bike Trail runs through here. Connecting Santa Monica to Venice Beach and beyond. Perfect for a coastal cruise. Downtown, the 3rd Street Promenade is an open-air shopping and entertainment hub. Street performers, boutique stores, and al fresco dining keep the area lively from day to night. Palisades Park offers panoramic views from atop the cliffs, with benches and palm trees overlooking the Pacific. It's a quiet retreat with one of the best sunsets in Los Angeles County. Santa Monica offers all the perks of LA living, plus the beach. It's vibrant, walkable, and endlessly photogenic, making it a magnet for travelers, families, and creatives chasing that California dream. Venice Beach. Venice Beach is California's most colorful coastline. A place where roller skaters, bodybuilders, artists, and surfers share the sand. It's famous for its wild personality and sun-soaked boardwalk energy. Founded in 1905 by Abbot Kinney as a beachside Venice of America, the area once featured canals, gondolas, and European-inspired architecture. Some original canals still remain in the peaceful Venice Canals district. The Venice Boardwalk is a living street performance, packed with tattoo artists, musicians, palm readers, and vendors. Murals decorate walls, and the scent of incense and street food fills the salty air. Muscle Beach, located just off the boardwalk, has been a fitness icon since the 1930s. Bodybuilders train outdoors on vintage equipment while tourists look on in awe and amusement. Skateboarding is huge here, especially at Venice Skate Park, right on the beach. Professional and local skaters share bowls and ramps with the ocean as their backdrop, and crowds cheering them on. Venice Beach is bold, artsy, and unapologetically unique. It doesn't try to be perfect. It thrives on the unexpected, drawing free spirits and dreamers from around the world to this sunny slice of self-expression. Pismo Beach. Pismo Beach is a laid-back coastal town along California's central coast, where golden sands meet gentle surf. It's known for oceanfront charm, fresh seafood, and its iconic wooden pier stretching 1,200 feet into the Pacific. The area was originally inhabited by the Chumash people, who valued its abundant clams. In fact, Pismo was once known as the clam capital of the world and still celebrates with an annual clam festival. The beach is wide, breezy, and ideal for long walks, sandcastle building, and surfing. Beachgoers can also drive vehicles onto Oceano Dunes, one of the only motor-friendly beaches in California. The Pismo Preserve, just above town, offers hiking and biking trails with sweeping coastal views. You'll spot deer, hawks, and wildflowers while gazing down at surfers and sparkling waters. Downtown is full of surf shops, ice cream stands, and seafood spots where you can feast on clam chowder served in sourdough bread bowls, an absolute local favorite. Pismo Beach is where the Central Coast slows everything down. It's simple, scenic, and satisfying, where nature, history, and beach culture roll together into a welcoming seaside escape. Palm Springs. Palm Springs is an oasis in the California desert, where mid-century modern style meets hot springs, palm trees, and dramatic mountain views. It's been a retreat for Hollywood stars since the 1920s. The area has been home to the Agua Caliente band of Cahuilla Indians for over 2,000 years. Today, their legacy is preserved in sacred canyons and the relaxing waters of local hot springs. Palm Springs flourished in the mid-20th century with sleek architecture, private pools, and golf resorts. Elvis, Sinatra, and Marilyn Monroe all vacationed here, drawn by its privacy and sunny climate. The San Jacinto Mountains tower above the city. A rotating tramway takes visitors up 8,500 feet, from cactus-covered desert to alpine forest, offering stunning views and crisp mountain air. Palm Canyon Drive is the heart of town, lined with art galleries, retro diners, and boutique hotels. Palm Springs still shines with that old Hollywood vibe, mixed with modern desert luxury. Palm Springs is sunshine, architecture, and desert elegance. Whether lounging poolside or hiking cactus trails, visitors feel transported to a golden-era escape set under endless blue skies. San Diego. San Diego is California's sunniest big city, nestled along the Pacific with 70 miles of coastline. Known for its perfect weather, surf culture, and laid-back energy, it's a year-round coastal paradise. Founded in 1769 as California's first Spanish mission and Presidio, San Diego blends deep history with modern coastal life. Old Town preserves early adobe buildings and the city's colonial roots. The Gaslamp Quarter in downtown buzzes with Victorian architecture, rooftop bars, and live music. Just blocks away, the San Diego Bay harbors the USS Midway Museum and historic waterfront shops. Families flock to San Diego for its world-famous attractions: SeaWorld, the San Diego Zoo, and Legoland just up the coast. The zoo alone spans 100 acres and houses over 12,000 animals. Beaches like La Jolla, Mission, and Coronado cater to surfers, snorkelers, and sunbathers. You can kayak sea caves, spot leopard sharks, or just enjoy tacos with an ocean view. San Diego's charm lies in its mix of nature, culture, and coastal joy. From tide pools to taco trucks, it's a city that feels relaxed, vibrant, and endlessly inviting to visitors of all ages. Balboa Park. Balboa Park is the cultural heart of San Diego. A 1,200-acre oasis filled with museums, gardens, and Spanish colonial revival architecture. It's one of the largest urban parks in the United States. Originally created for the 1915 Panama, California Exposition, the park still features ornate buildings from that event. Complete with tiled towers, domed roofs, and sculpted facades that feel like Europe in Southern California. The park hosts over 17 museums, including the San Diego Museum of Art, the Fleet Science Center, and the Museum of Us. Each offers a unique blend of history, science, and creativity. The San Diego Zoo, located inside the park, is a world-class attraction with open-air habitats that mimic global ecosystems. Visitors stroll alongside pandas, elephants, and tropical birds in leafy walkways. Balboa Park's gardens are equally stunning. The botanical building houses over 2,100 plants. While the Japanese Friendship Garden offers koi ponds, bonsai trees, and tranquil paths for quiet reflection. Balboa Park isn't just a green space, it's a cultural universe. Art, science, wildlife, and gardens come together under San Diego's blue skies, offering something unforgettable for every kind of explorer. Alcatraz Island. Alcatraz Island sits in the middle of San Francisco Bay, just 1.25 miles offshore. Known for its infamous federal prison, the island's history stretches far beyond bars and escape attempts. Once a military fort, and then a Civil War-era prison, Alcatraz became a federal penitentiary in 1934. It housed notorious criminals like Al Capone, Machine Gun Kelly, and the Birdman of Alcatraz. The prison closed in 1963 due to rising costs, but the stories linger. Tours take visitors through cold cell blocks, solitary confinement cells, and the warden's office, where escape attempts are vividly recounted. In 1969, Native American activists occupied the island for 19 months, demanding federal attention to indigenous rights. The protest helped spark a new wave of Native activism across the country. Visitors reach the island by ferry, often in dense fog. Seabirds circle the lighthouse, and the eerie echoes inside the prison only add to the atmosphere's chilling authenticity. Alcatraz is a place of history, resistance, and legend. From crime and punishment to civil rights, the island holds haunting stories that remain etched into America's cultural memory. Death Valley National Park. Death Valley is one of Earth's most extreme environments, furnace-hot, wind-sculpted, and strangely beautiful. It holds the title of hottest place on the planet, reaching a record 134 degrees Fahrenheit at Furnace Creek in 1913. Located along the California-Nevada border, it's also North America's driest and lowest national park. Badwater Basin lies 282 feet below sea level, a vast salt flat glistening under scorching sun. Despite its harsh conditions, the park teems with life. Pupfish swim in desert springs, wildflowers bloom after rare rains, and coyotes roam the dunes under starlit skies. Zabriskie Point and Dante's View provide sweeping panoramas of colorful rock formations and valleys. Mesquite Flat sand dunes offer perfect waves of sand, ideal for photography and sunrise hikes. The park covers over 3.4 million acres, with ghost towns, abandoned borax mines, and volcanic craters dotting its surreal landscape. It feels like another planet, empty, quiet, and grand in scale. Death Valley's intensity is part of its beauty. It's a place where silence is louder, colors are sharper, and every cracked rock and ripple of sand tells the story of survival. Oakland. Oakland sits across the bay from San Francisco, blending industrial grit with urban culture and natural beauty. It's a city of contrasts, creative, diverse, and deeply rooted in social and cultural movements. Once known for shipyards and manufacturing, Oakland today pulses with art, tech, and activism. The Fox and Paramount theaters showcase stunning Art Deco design, while murals color nearly every downtown alley. Lake Merritt is Oakland's heart, a tidal lagoon surrounded by parks, walking paths, and historic neighborhoods. Gondolas float alongside joggers and picnickers, creating a serene break in the city's busy rhythm. Oakland's food scene is a mosaic of global flavors. From Ethiopian injera to Vietnamese pho and taco trucks, the city's culinary landscape reflects its rich immigrant heritage and fearless creativity. The redwoods in Joaquin Miller Park offer forest hikes just minutes from downtown. Views stretch across the bay to San Francisco, proving nature thrives even in California's urban sprawl. Oakland is bold, soulful, and authentic. It's a place where music, protest, history, and nature all have their voice. An evolving city that's unpolished, proud, and full of surprises. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a sprawling, star-studded metropolis with 88 cities under its wings. It's the capital of entertainment, but behind the Hollywood sign lies a city of beaches, mountains, cultures, and contradictions. Founded in 1781 by Spanish settlers, LA grew from a dusty pueblo into the second-largest city in the US, fueled by oil, railroads, and eventually film studios and global fame. From Rodeo Drive to Skid Row, the city contains multitudes. Iconic landmarks like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, TCL Chinese Theater, and Sunset Boulevard attract millions each year. Neighborhoods like Koreatown, Boyle Heights, and Little Ethiopia reflect LA's diversity. Over 140 nationalities are represented here. It's a global city with a distinct Southern California flavor. Nature is never far. Griffith Park, Runyon Canyon, and the Santa Monica Mountains offer escapes from the endless traffic and urban buzz, just minutes from studio lots and skyscrapers. Los Angeles is glitter and grit, reinvention and tradition. It's a mosaic of dreams, where ambition meets sunshine, and every freeway exit leads to a new story waiting to be told. Sacramento. Sacramento is California's state capital and one of its oldest cities, founded at the confluence of the Sacramento and American rivers during the Gold Rush. It's where past and present intersect in fascinating ways. Old Sacramento preserves wooden sidewalks, paddle wheel boats, and 19th century saloons. Just blocks away, the Capitol building shines with white columns, surrounded by lush gardens and towering trees. The city has grown into a modern hub with tech, healthcare, and green energy industries, yet it still feels local. Tree-lined streets and farm-to-fork dining give it a small-town charm with big city resources. Sacramento's rivers define its identity. Kayaking, riverfront bike trails, and dockside dining keep the water central to daily life. Summer festivals and outdoor concerts light up the waterfront scene. The city's museums, including the California State Railroad Museum, and Crocker Art Museum celebrate both innovation and heritage. Meanwhile, neighborhoods like Midtown thrive with galleries, farmers markets, and live music. Sacramento is rooted in California history, but always evolving. It's approachable, friendly, and full of character, where gold rush legends meet tomorrow's pioneers under endless blue skies. Redwoods State Parks. California's redwood state parks are home to the tallest trees on Earth, towering coast redwoods that can exceed 370 feet in height. Walking among them feels like entering a living cathedral of green and gold. Jedediah Smith, Prairie Creek, and Humboldt Redwoods are just a few of the protected areas within the Redwood National and State Parks system. These forests are ancient, some trees dating back over 2,000 years. The coastal fog plays a key role in their survival, bringing moisture to the upper canopy and keeping the ground lush with ferns, moss, and mushrooms year-round. Drive along the Avenue of the Giants, a 31-mile route that winds through groves so dense, sunlight barely hits the forest floor. Stop to marvel at the Founder's Tree, or hike the Fern Canyon Trail. Wildlife thrives here too. Roosevelt elk roam meadows, banana slugs inch through damp logs, and owls hoot from unseen perches. The ecosystem is as rich as the trees are tall. Redwood State Parks are sacred, silent, and powerful. It's a place where nature dwarfs humanity. And every step is a reminder of time, resilience, and the wild beauty of California's North Coast. From towering redwoods to sun-kissed beaches, California is a living masterpiece, wild, bold, and endlessly inspiring. These wonders aren't just places on a map. They're moments that stay with you forever. If you felt the magic, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the journey.